What do you think of these bare metal switches supplanting legacy vendors in data centers and in networks and in computer rooms?
So I think any of these things, bare metal switches, white boxes, sometimes called. The thing about the computer industry is very few companies in the IT industry survive from one generation of technology to the next. They certainly rarely dominate. Even companies that have been very successful have a hard time moving from one generation to the next. And you can look around the valley. There's lots of them, even in companies that still survive. I mean, and the reason is that the new young upstarts, whether they be in hardware, for example, or in software, come with a completely different mindset, right? And if you're Microsoft and you dominate in the PC enterprise space, and somebody comes along and invents the internet, and it means a whole new way of thinking about software and cloud computing and client server and things. Boy, the architecture you have and what made you very successful are not the skill sets and the background that make you successful in that next revolution. And we've seen this time and time again. Companies thrive when they learn how to continue that innovative thing. When they obsolete their own products instead of letting other people obsolete them. It's a very hard thing to do, though, to bring out a new product and obsolete your existing product line, particularly when that product line has high gross margins and is making you a lot of money.
Isn't that something that Cisco has to do now,
yeah,
for
sure,
example?
Cisco has to do it.
As you know, John is on the board of Cisco.
Look at Digital Equipment Corporation. It was a company, a great company, incredible. Second best, second largest computer company in the world, and engineers that were at least as good as anybody had. And they basically didn't face the future, and they had these great VAX computers they sold for, and new technology got invented based on microprocessors, and you could build machines that were the same performance and cost 1/5 the price. This is not a recipe for being successful going forward. So you've got to obsolete your own products. You have to do it. And then, figuring out how to do that, what happens to gross margins, how do you get the company to thrive, how do you make a value proposition? You've got to get all those things figured out.
We could actually
I don't think they're easy. They're hard problems.
We could actually have a whole conference on this subject with Professor Hennessy being one of the panelists. But let's move on in the interest of time.